As y'all may recall, a while ago I had reviewed the film Hard Eyes, which opened this past Valentine's Day. Now I've just seen the other film that came out on Valentine's Day this past year that's, well, then they're so hot. It's an action packed comedy called Love Hurts, which is now on physical media and streaming exclusively on Peacock. But is this recent action comedy really that bad as the critics say? Or am I going to have to break their hearts and tell them that they are wrong? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the 2025 action comedy flick Love Hurts, released by Universal, directed by Jonathan Eusebio in his directorial debut, written by Matthew Murray, Josh Stoddard, and Luke Passmore, starring Ke Huy Quan, along with Ariana DeBose, Daniel Wu, Mustafa Shakir, Lio Tipton, Gigandet, Marshawn, Lynch, and Sean Astin. Now then, I must say this film ended up not being so hot, as much as I hate to say it. But I'm getting too far ahead of myself. The plot of this story follows a former hitman turned realtor who learns that his brother is hunting him when he reunites with his former partner. The film was released on February 7th, just a week before Valentine's Day. The main character is Marvin Gable, well, a successful real estate agent who has recently been awarded the highest honor by his boss and his friend and mentor, Cliff. He is often accompanied by his cynically depressed assistant Ashley, who constantly threatens leaving her job despite Marvin's pep talks. In actuality, Marvin is a former assassin for the company, run by his estranged brother, Alvin, aka Knuckles. He was to eliminate a young lawyer named Rose after she stole from the company, but due to his love for her, he told her to run instead before choosing to leave his old life behind. And the present around Valentine's Day, he receives a letter from Rose, as later confronted by a knife assassin and poetry obsessed Raven, who has been hired to find the whereabouts of Rose. But Marvin knocks him out and leaves him in his office. But however, he encounters two more agents named King and Otis at his home. Then soon he manages to get captured by Rose. But that's all the story I will give to you. I won't give you no more. If you really want to know what happens next, you need to watch the movie. Now, despite this film got dissed big time and what have you, this film bombed at the box office, unfortunately. It failed to only make $17.6 million on its $18 million budget. It was released alongside the other Valentine's Day themed flick, which was the horror flick, well, slasher Hard Eyes. But anyway, this ended up just being a big disappointment for Universal. Even after they had just more recently had success with their previous their release from the previous week, which was DreamWorks Animation's Dogman. The reviews were absolutely flipping horrible. Rotten Tomatoes has this at a measly 19%. Just saying, ouchie. Metacritic has a score of 34. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave it a C+, and those surveyed by PostTrack gave it a 61% overall positive score, with 41% saying they would definitely recommend it. Another bad review, Robert Daniels of RogerEbert.com was not thrilled with this, saying it's plagued by commitment issues. The romantic action comedy wants to be a throwback exploitation programmer with a modern sheen but isn't invested in the romance, action, or even the comedy it's trying to sell. True, but I disagree on some of this. It does have some good action, certainly in some spots. Maybe not a whole lot. This does have its issues and what have you. But anyway, yeah. Now, of course, the late great Mr. Ebert's partner of the Chicago Sun-Times, Richard Roeper, wasn't too thrilled with this either, saying it's as if they took various ingredients from the Quentin Tarantino catalog, mixed in a medley of fights from the Bourne franchise, only without any real sense of menace, sprinkled in some lame attempts at dark humor, tossed them into a malfunctioning AI blender, and hit puree with the lid off. Ben Kenigsberg of the New York Times quipped that the emphasis is on hurt, not love, but however praised the movie's action scenes, but felt that the plot and character interactions were dull and barren. Now, there are some issues with the interactions between some of the characters, but that is kind of a bit of an factual issue that I saw in the film. But nevertheless, I will say that I still appraise the action, what have you. Now, for the cast, I did like Ke Huy Quan in a big leading role, even after he had done the award-winning Everything Everywhere All at Once a few years back, playing Marvin Gable. I will say he's good and what have you. Now that I did like about him. Next up, Ariana DeBose, who recently appeared in another big disappointment, last year's Craven the Hunter, played Rose. Well, I'll say that character's not too bad. But for others, they're much kind of a miss than a hit. Daniel Wu plays Knuckles, aka Alvin Gable. He's fine and what have you. Marshawn Lynch is King, yeah. And well, okay, well, I will say that Knuckles is a pretty fairly good villain in ways. Mustafa Shakir played the Raven, whose name is actually Roger. Lio Tipton played Ashley. What's okay. Reese Darby played Kippy Betts, real crazy character. And Sean Astin played Cliff Cusick, Marvin's real team mentor. He was fine, what have you. Cam Gigandet played Ray Merlo. Yeah, so the characters are factually mostly a miss and a hit and what have you. Know. I did like Ke Huy Quan and Ariana DeBose. Daniel Wu was fine and what have you, but everyone else was yeah. The score from Dominic Lewis was pretty fair enough, although it did have some really surprising tunes in some spots. I mean, kind of like what I forgot to mention my review of Hard Eyes the air in the that I did the other night. I will say that this film, yeah. Another issue I have with this film is its runtime. This runs at 83 minutes. Come on, you could have done better than that. Give it a little more extended time. That would have been more fair enough in ways, but I doubt it would. Because, like I said, this film bombed at the box office. Can't say this film didn't try, but I did like some of Love Hurts for its action sequences and for Ke Huy Quan and Ariana DeBose's performances. They weren't. So those weren't too bad. It's just that some of the interactions between some of the characters and the runtime and stuff like that those were some things I really didn't feel comfortable with. Well, but I still liked the film overall, despite those flaws. So I would say check it out if you've got the guts and glory to even see this big dud of a flick. Anyway, you be the judge. For my score, I'm going to give Love Hurts 3.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 7. So, what did you think of Love Hurts? I'm not sure if anybody liked this film, but if you did like it, let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, make it grow, and make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. Get them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my vids with your friends if you'd like. Join me next time when I finally give you another video I was going to give you last month and just had something else come get in the way. Prepare yourselves for the first installment of a Do You Remember special on UPN Kids. I'm so looking forward to doing that. Anyway, if you like this, consider checking out my spoiler-free reviews for some of these other films. In the upper left-hand corner is my recent spoiler-free review on the other Valentine flick of this year, Heart Eyes. In the upper right-hand corner is my spoiler-free review of the Academy Award-winning Everything Everywhere All at Once. Or if you would like maybe something else with much better acting, what have you, since they say it's, well, how should I say it? Um, Taking various ingredients from Tarantino. Check out one of Tarantino's good works and what have you in Pulp Fiction in the bottom left hand corner. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, on the Big D Sing, see ya.